the orientation program being hosted by Kasama University College of Health Sciences and Technology in collaboration with Nile University of Science and Technology, Somalia. Once again, let me reiterate the apologies for the delay in the commencement of the orientation, right, due to unexpected discrepancy in the usage of the right link, right? So that was what actually affected this. So I just hope everybody that is currently connected to this and to those who are connected, because as at the time when it was already 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock sharp, we have already had more than 10 and 100 persons who were already logged into the previous link. So that shows the punctuality and then the cooperation among everyone that was ready to be part of this. We understand that this scholarship program has brought together so many persons from all walks of life across Zambia, across Kasama, and then all over Africa, right? Some persons are connecting from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, and then even our collaborating partner, which is Somalia. All right. So we thank everybody for the cooperation and our patience thus far. So without actually wasting much ado, would actually move the agenda for the meeting, although an earlier agenda was set up, but we might not follow up with the time because of the breach that we currently experience. So before now, we're supposed to have certain dignitaries who were supposed to be part of this meeting, of which some of them are already being part of this meeting. We have some guests already, so that we already invited. We have the likes of His Royal Highness Chief Nondo. He was actually invited. I don't know if it's here, but if it's here, he would actually be given the platform to also share with us. We also have Professor John Fury, who is the immediate past permanent secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, and also a lecturer in University of Zambia. We also have with us Dr. Daka Lawrence, who is the president and founder of Kasama University College of Health Sciences and Technology, who is supposed to be like, because of his busy schedule, supposed to be an active participant of this because of how much vision is so glaring. The collaboration such as this coming into play is actually the major reason why you and I are gathered here to have such orientation happening such a time as this. So we celebrate especially Dr. Lawrence Daka for his vision and impact thus far. We will also have with us Brigadier General Dr. Miranda, the regional commander of Northern Province, was also invited to be part of this orientation today. And then we also have Dr. Shabu Sande, from Uganda. He's also invited to be part of us. Now we also have a very active personality who has been with us since the commencement of this scholarship program, Mr. Chinshala Kennedy, who is the director and founder of Nchilenge High School and Hughes College of Science and Technology. He has been very active and supportive in most of the activities ongoing in this orientation, in this scholarship program. All right. So we also have with us Dr. Jobix Kalumba, the immediate past permanent secretary and the Ministry of Education.
Thank you very much for the nice agenda.
Sorry, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I think there was a break.
Yes, we can hear.
Just
There was a break
speak
there. Now
up,
we can hear
sir.
you.
Just speak up the voice. Some
Yes,
of us
yes,
we
we
can
Alright,
hardly hear you. Just try to speak up.
we can hear
you
you.
can hardly
Just
hear me.
just speak up by increasing your voice, but we can hear
All
you.
right. All right. Thank you so much, sir. Sorry. So I was actually saying we have Dr. Jobings Kalumba, who is the immediate past permanent secretary, Minister of Education, who is also going to be representing us there, giving us a welcome address. All right. We have Professor Ernest Muntali, the Provincial Health Director for Northern Province. We would also be having some of the representatives from Nile University. We have with us Engineer Mumin Jafar Mumberi, who is the Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science in Nile University, who is going to be the chief presenter for us to understand what the sense of this program is all about and giving us direction. And then we'll also be having Dr. Aluch, who is the Dean, School of Languages, Nile University, who is also going to be giving us some comments about the orientation. And also we'll also be having Engineer Peter Sampa, who is the IT consultant for Kasama University College of Health Science and Technology. And for myself, I am Okbe Ngbede Caleb, one of the coordinators of postgraduate program for Kasama University College and also a lecturer in Kasama University College of Health Science and Technology. So for this orientation program, I would be your host. Good to have everybody. Thank you very much. And let's just sit tight and enjoy the rest of the program. So without much ado, if Dr. Jobings can hear me, can we have your welcome address? Can hear me?
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. In the first place, allow me to recognize the Kasama University College of Health Sciences, Technology, the members, the staff, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I may not be excused if I don't recognize the presence of the Royal Highness Chief Nondo, who is in our presence. Allow me also to recognize other traditional leaders, government officials, academia, facilitators, the students, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very wonderful experience that we are witnessing today in the history of Kasama University College of Health Sciences and Technology. I want to thank Dr. Daka, who has a very big vision for this institution. When he just started the program some years back, all of us thought it was not easy for the institution to reach this stage that we are witnessing today. Dr. Daka, thank you for your resilience. Thank you for your efforts, because today we are now witnesses to the progressive efforts that you have been making in this country and beyond. Now, having come from the Ministry of Education, fellow participants, allow me to dwell in my first remarks, so to say, on the value of education and learning. To my students, allow me to define education as the discipline of mind and character. The discipline of mind and character. That's how I define education. It goes with learning, which is defined as the permanent change in behavior. Permanent change in behavior, which comes as a result of experience. So what you are going through as students, it is not something that must be taken lightly. It is something that must be treasured. It requires a lot of discipline on your part, so that at the end of the day, people will say, yes, these are the men and women who went through an orientation program which gives them good character and a good intelligence. Take this initiative seriously, because it is going to provide a hope for this country and the nations around us. Take this orientation seriously, because you as products of this orientation will create value in the institutions that you are operating from. This is a privilege that you must take seriously. There must be a radical transformation. There must be a radical change in the way you are going to be operating in the institutions that you've been before. It must not be like what somebody said. Are you getting me? Are you getting me?
Yes, Guru.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let me continue. It must not be like what somebody said, and I want to quote. He said, it shouldn't be like a fool's paradise where everyone claims to be educated, but learning has not taken place. What does it mean? As you go through this process, let there be a transformation. Let there be a change in the way you are going to be operating at whatever level you're coming from. If there will be no significant change, then you will have not learned. Then education will not have been provided to you. My prayer is that after you have gone through this wonderful orientation, can change be registered? And not only change, but it must be a positive change in the way you handle the affairs of your institution. Today, you will be oriented via a media platform. You won't be confined to a traditional, four corners of a classroom where you see a lecturer or a teacher with a piece of chalk facing the blackboard. That time is gone. Changes are now shaping the education of the world. And we must be ready to adjust to such changes as students so that you can be successful in life. I remember somebody said, success in life depends on our capacity to adapt ourselves to the changing circumstances. And therefore, you are all called to adapt to the changes that you'll be going through today and in the month to come. We must not be afraid of accessing educational services like this one via different media platforms. The world has changed. All of you can't go to Now University, but Now University has been brought closer to your doorsteps via the media platforms. So be ready to accept and adapt to those changes as you go through this wonderful transition. Don't be afraid of learning through the media platforms. By the way, I'm a teacher, like quoting. Somebody said, only cowards believe in not changing the ancestral conservatism. In short, it's not always the four corners of the classroom that can provide learning to you. Through orientation via video and audio, you'll be able to receive the much needed help from the wonderful lecturers. Let's move on and take this privilege. Let's move on and ensure that we willingly embrace what is coming to us as citizens of this country and abroad. I don't want to bore you with so many words. My voice is hoarse because I'm just recovering from malaria and flu. Otherwise, may the God of heaven sustain you. May the God of heaven bless all of you as you continue learning the visual images. Thank you. Keep well.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Jobit Kalumba. That was very elaborate and extensive. Too many takes on that. This was even beyond just a welcome address. This was a full-blown lectures that was tilted towards revealing to us the impact of globalization. I think one of my take from what Dr. said is on the interconnectivity of the current international system. International system has become so interconnected that this lecture is happening, this orientation is happening, people around the world are connected currently, and then everything is going on smoothly, right, because of globalization. So even education is also part of the global system where the world has become a global village, that you don't need to learn, you don't learn until you're being confined into a particular building, all right? So even at the comfort of your house, you could learn whatever things you want to learn. And that's why one of the vision of Kasama University is to bring technological prowess into the educational system, where we can use our collaboration with other universities to appreciate what technology has done to us and also to improve our learning. All right. So thank you very much, Dr. Jobit, for such a wonderful welcome address. I think the next for us is just an institutional overview, so that many persons who are just joining this scholarship program really don't have who are the initiator of this scholarship program. Yes, it's actually a scholarship and then collaboration. So we want just to give a little background of the institution, right? There are two major institutions currently collaborating, but the foundation of this collaboration was initiated by Kasama University College of Health Science and Technology, that is currently a pioneering university in the northern province in Kasama, right? So we would also have that in institutional overview of Kasama University. One of the lecturers from Nile University will also give us an overview of the university, but for now, we just want to have an overview of Kasama University so that we keep us abreast and then informed about the university, right? I don't know, Dr. Evans, if you're active now, can we have you, sir? Dr. Evans is the principal of the university. I don't know if Dr. Evans can hear me. All right, if Dr. Evans can hear me, maybe we'll move to come back to give us an institutional overview. I was informed that Professor Montale is around. So Prof, can we have your own, can we have the privilege of receiving you, sir? Professor Ernest Montale, I don't know if you can hear me, Prof. I don't know if Prof, you can hear me. Sorry, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we are able to hear you.
All right.
We can hear you.
Sorry, Natasha or something. Your hand is up. Can I hear you? Yes,
I
let
can
me
hear you as well.
Yes, somebody's hand is up. Can I hear you, Natasha?
No, I just wanted to say yes, I'm able to get what you're saying.
Okay, as your hand was up. So I don't know if Professor Ernest Motale can hear me or Dr. Evans. If none of them are active now, maybe we'll have to schedule their time so that the next speaker can come up. Okay, because we're trying as much as possible to meet up with times and of wasted time. All right, I think if both of them can't hear me, maybe we'll just move to the major event we have for the day. The others can come up later. All right, just to establish that Kasama University College of Health Science and Technology has actually built so much of reputations beyond just the confines of Kasama or Zambia. Its influence now has spanned across the continent of Africa, even in Asia, going to America, and almost towards the ends of the earth. They have built collaborating partners with certain universities. For instance, they have a collaboration with Brainware University in India, where they have things like the faculty exchange programs, also run things like this for scholarships. Currently, I think some students from Kasama University College have been given scholarship privileges to study in India. And some of their lecturers also have been privileged to lecture. So such international collaboration has been built. They have built also collaboration with like University of Ibadan in Nigeria. They've built collaborations with Benai University, Al Imra University, and some other universities. Somalia, they built collaborations with certain universities in Kenya, in Ethiopia. Currently also be strengthening a collaboration with Senyang University in South Korea. So one of the idea of this collaboration is that we're trying to enhance research capacity. No institution can operate in isolation. So with building this collaboration, it does not just strengthen our relationship with these various universities, but it see how to enhance our research capacity, drawing from the intellectual reservoir of some of these institutions across other countries, give us some level of exposures. All right, we tend to strengthen our research capacity, and then not just beyond that, also sharing resources. You understand, and then improving our quality of education. There are some kind of intellectual dexterity that we'll get from some of these lecturers and scholars across this country that might not have been domiciled or obtainable in Zambia or in Kasama. So having this collaboration would be able to now improve our quality of education. All right. So I'm just giving that. Professor Muntale will come and give us much on this, but I'm just giving this to give us an idea of why this collaboration was initiated. All right. And beyond that, this was actually tilted as a scholarship program. So because it's a scholarship, I realize so many persons have speedily come to apply. They want to get knowledge. So, but we want a situation where beyond you just applying for a diploma program where you just want to get a certificate, you have to be intentional about what you want to study. All right, because some of the courses that I see many persons applying, like the medical nutrition, the law, journalism, and all of that, we're trying to see how to instill it in us. It will go beyond just a theoretical knowledge or a theoretical lessons to being practical. We're trying to create a platform where, yes, people would come to practicalize what they have learned. All right. So you have to be intentional about the courses you have applied and then give it time. Like somebody was saying that you might not have time to attend this orientation and all of that. And I was like, yes, we understand that this particular application was done by so many workers and all of that. But there's nobody has time. Time is measured based on our priorities. All right. So what you have prioritized, as long as you've applied for it, you just have to dedicate some level of time into this so that the reason why you have applied can become feasible and palpable. All right. It is against this background that we'll be having Dr. Mumin Jafar, who is the Dean Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science, to give us an overview of how to go about this progress, some of the activities currently ongoing, like the assignments. So many people have so many issues regarding how this online orientation it has been working out. So he will be giving us a few minute lectures on how we could go about this. And then if there are any questions, you can keep down your questions. At the end of all of these presentations, we'll take the questions and then while we round up. So thank you very much. Let's have Dr. Jafar. Dr. Mumin, I don't know if you can hear me, sir. All right, thank you.
I hope my screen is visible, right? Dr. Caleb?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very visible. You can see.
Okay.
It is visible.
Is it a good morning in Zambia? Good morning, everyone. And a very warm welcome to our distinguished Royal Chief who is with us, I've been told, esteemed government officials on this platform, and other highly dignified members, faculty members from Kasama University College, and those here at Nile University of Science and Technology, and of course, most importantly, our new students from Zambia who are joining us or being oriented today. My name is Dr. Mumin Jafar Mumbere, who acts as the Dean Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science here at Nile University of Science and Technology, Mogadishu, Somalia. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all to this special orientation through this platform of ours. And like the other members who have just said before me, that the world now is a global village whereby people who can be distanted in different geographical locations can be brought together as if they are seated on a round table. Today marks the beginning of an exciting academic journey, that one that bridges borders and connects cultures from all over the world and opens, of course, opportunities that are totally limitless. This orientation is not just about introducing you to a university. It is about welcoming you into a family, and that is NUST family. Nile University, I'll just give a little bit of background about Nile University. I will begin by telling you about this institution that we are really proudly part of. Nile University of Science and Technology was established on 17th April 2017 as a non-profit institution with a singular vision to transform higher education in Somalia and the rest of Africa. In just 9 years, Nile University of Science and Technology has really rapidly grown to become a recognized leader in higher education across the region. And we currently operate campuses in Mogadishu, Somalia. We have 2 campuses here. We have a campus that is an administrative campus here in Mogadishu. And then we have another campus which is in the outskirts of Mogadishu, that is the Garasbale campus. We have another campus outside Somalia, which is Sri Lanka campus. It handles students who are in areas of Asia, Eurasia region, serving as a diverse student body that spans the Horn of Africa and beyond. Our reach is further amplified through partnerships with over 20 plus global institutions that we are working with, ensuring that our students receive an education that is both locally relevant as well as internationally competitive. When you enroll at NUST, you are not just joining a university, you are joining a movement dedicated to excellence, innovation, as well as transformation. Just because the interest of time, I wouldn't just go all through the core values and the strategic pillars and so on. I'll just try to pick up 1 or 2 words that I'm very much sure that more relevant to today's meeting. Nile University of Science and Technology, we have a cooperation that is running on with Kasama University College, and today we celebrate this partnership by that gives examples to our commitment to global academic collaboration. This relationship between NUST, which is Nile University of Science and Technology, and Kasama University College in Zambia, is a long-standing academic alliance that we have built on mutual respect, shared values, and a common commitment to education excellence. I'm pleased to officially announce that the scholarship program under the reference number that is placed there, we started this scholarship after a mutual agreement with our mighty great partner, that is Kasama University College. And this scholarship provides high quality education and practical professional skills through fully funded diploma programs. This means your tuition is covered, your registration is covered, your focus should be entirely on your studies and of course on your growth. Maybe to bring it down or cut it down so that everybody understands it very well, is our program will take approximately 1 year, and the study mode is absolutely 100% online delivery. And the certification is awarded by NUST, what is Nile University of Science and Technology. We only provide the graduation fee, which is 50% payable after 6 months. This is a picture of the president of Kasama, and then Professor Mutale, as well as the, is it the public secretary? I think personal secretary, I think, for the president in the northern region of Zambia. They had a visit to our campus here in Somalia, and they had to check the campus and see the facilities that we are having here, and they really appreciated the visit. Thanks to Dr. Daka, who managed to come here with the team, and we thank you so much for putting that into place. Our programs will run completely online, and like we have already provided the programs that we are going to be having online. They are under the diploma courses, all our diploma courses, and we have programs running from health science programs, technology programs, we have business programs, social science, and so on. All those kind of programs at a diploma level are provided here at Nile University. And maybe I would like to take you through how these programs are going to be handled. We have developed a system, an LMS system, that when a student applies, is automatically given a registration number from the university. And this registration number will be accompanied by the EMIS number, which is from the Ministry of Education, Culture, and Higher Education here at the Federal Republic of Somalia. NUST, or Nile University of Science and Technology, is a fully registered university, and all its programs are accredited by the National Council for Higher Education here in Somalia. We have given out a number of students these certificates who have graduated with these diploma programs, not only here in Somalia, but also in Asia with our sister partner, that is the Eurasian campus in Sri Lanka. So the programs, we are going to be using the Google Classrooms for our lectures. And these lectures, you will be, for example, if you are enrolled in a diploma in public administration, of course, you will provide your email by the time you're registering, and by the time you register, you will be, of course, directly put into your particular class, or what we call program, with other members. And then in that class, we are going to be having lecture notes, and of course, the lecture notes, and then the PDFs, of course, for those particular courses, and then also the video lectures. The video lectures, this means pre-recorded lectures that are recorded by well-distinguished lecturers of course, in Zambia. We have lecturers from Kasama University who have, of course, recorded these lecture notes, lecture videos. We have lecturers from here, Somalia. We have lecturers from Uganda as well as Kenya. So it's a diverse kind of lecture notes, lecture videos that we have provided to these members. Maybe I made something, some kind of an error that I forgot to tell you that the registration fee for all the members who are joining, it's not covered, but it will be payable, but it's just only $10 registration. So sorry to have given you something that is out of context. So the $10 will be charged for registration, and then the $50 is payable by the time after 6 months, at the time you're going to graduate. And then the assessments, because of course you can have, or you can watch a video, and of course you would like to ask the lecturer, please, with Google Classrooms, there is a platform whereby you have to write a comment on a particular lecture, and then your lecturers will be able to answer those those questions posed to them instantly. And then for the assignments, for example, if we are going to have maybe the coursework, or we are going to have a question of research given to you by the lecturers in the notes, or maybe some kind of mid-semester exams or tests that are given by lecturers, all these will be done through Google Classrooms, and as well as helped by Google Forms. So, for example, if we are going to have a midterm exam, for example, on Tuesday, and then it is 4 p.m., so you just have to be present at that particular time, because it expires. The exam expires. It starts maybe, for example, at 4 p.m. and it ends around 6 p.m. that implies that you have to be there on time to do that exams. We are doing this just to, to keep the quality. There's some students under the technology coming up these days. Students just use helped by AI or ChatGPT, and they maneuver around and try to answer these questions here and there. So we are trying to bring these limitations so that we can curb and find how these limitations can be crossed over. So this after doing your exams, and you will be provided with, like I had told you, a registration number. This registration number is used by yourself to access the LMS. This LMS, the learning management system, is going to be providing you with your marks, how, your progressive marks, how are they progressing? Maybe depending on how you have attained your marks through the exams and tests given to you, you will be observing these marks of yours cumulatively through our learning management system. So the support is there 24/7 in case you need any support, and maybe it has taken long through our Google Classrooms, and then you can as well go through Kasama University College as well, and we find out how we could help you through. So it is a system that is very friendly, and I'm very sure that most of you have gotten used with these classrooms. It's the same thing that we are going to be going through. Maybe I can share with you something here, because I would like to go through this so that, for example, we are having classroom. We have, you could be enrolled in, for example, I'm having here NAST. I don't know whether you're seeing my screen, but I'm very sure that you are. There is NAST IT, for example. This is semester 7, for example, and all your lectures will be displayed right here. For example, lecture 1 notes and the videos and so on, all will be displayed. And in case you would like to know the people in your classroom, you just click here and you get to know all the students that are in your class, and and everything that you really need. And in case you would like to ask a question, it is the same thing you do, and that's how you access the notes and the videos and the PDF books that are provided by the lecture. Back to our presentation, as I'm summing up. So this is how we award grades here at Nile University of Science and Technology. And I will share this with you so that you get to know, in case you get your grades, this is how we grade your marks, depending on how you have performed. From 85 to 100, that's an A, and then and so on and so forth. I will share this document in the group so that you guys can go through very well and get to know each and everything. So the continuous assessment will take 60 marks, and then the final exam takes 40%. And why are we doing this? We are doing this just because, down the days, we had students who could, of course, just wait for the exams and do the exams, and they don't do the tests, and you finding themselves qualifying or getting high grades. And we had to make sure that we put more marks onto the quizzes, the assignments given to the lecturers within those presentations, the PPTs, as well as the video lectures. So much of the marks will be gained by students who put much concern on reading the notes, watching the videos at any time they would like. There you will score yourself with, you will have yourself with a 60% mark, as well as those doing the final exams. you will be covering a 40% of the mark. And then maybe, I'm finding the most important issue that would help you. And then for the practical trainings, in case we would have a practical program, now for those practical courses, we have already talked with Kasama University, is going to be providing space for these students who are able to access those classes for practicals. And maybe those who are not possible to access the practical sessions at Kasama premises, we can have your request through the platform, and then find out how possibly we could help you in any place that you are. Maybe lastly is Nile University. Its international recognition is Nile University is a member of an international association of universities. This is a global recognized organ that accreditates universities all over the globe. Nile University is among the 4 universities that are recognized here in Somalia, and a few numbers of them in East Africa as well. So we have that membership. We are listed in the World Higher Education Database, which is a core body that works together with the International Association of Universities. Nile University is a member of UNESCO. UNESCO is an organ from the UN, the United Nations, which affiliates itself with education or quality education, which is a sustainable development goal number 4, and it empowers it through UNESCO. Nile University has partnerships with the Times Higher Education Rankings. This is a body as well which ranks universities depending on their performance in research and other areas of academia. And of course, we have different partners, like I had told you, 20 plus partners all over the globe. We have in Malaysia, in Bangladesh, the Premier University, Zakaria University in Turkey. We have the Eurasian campus in Sri Lanka and Neelam University in India. So you have the best university within your hands, and we welcome you once again to be part of this amazing university of ours. This was a graduation in Sri Lanka, and we are very soon having a graduation as well in Sri Lanka on 23rd October of this year. And then this is Nile University in Somalia here. And of course, this marks the end of today's simple information about Nile University. And we are thrilled to welcome you as our students from Zambia into Nile University of Science and Technology. This partnership reflects our shared belief that quality education should not know boundaries. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dr. Caleb.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. We sincerely appreciate your lectures. All right. Once again, I just to remind the students and the listeners, if you have any question regarding, for instance, like the submission, how to go about your submission in the Google Classroom. I know many persons have been having that particular issue in terms of submission of assignments and what have you, how to follow up. Just be a little bit patient. We would actually there'll still be a room for questions, right? I can see some persons raising up their hands. There's going to be a session for interactions where you could ask questions and be sure that your questions will be answered, right? Okay, I could see Engineer Peter is already ready for his presentation, although I wanted to give the opportunity to Professor Ernest Montale just to have his own few minutes of discussion before we go into this session. So I don't know if Prof is around. Maybe we could just take Prof session and then before we have Engineer Peter. Prof, I don't know if you can hear. Can hear us, sir. I don't know if he's not active. I can see he's online right now. He's on the group call.
Hello, Dr.
Okay,
Caleb.
Okay, yes, thank you, sir.
Yes, I think the principal wants to, is the principal wants to share now.
Okay, all right. If the principal is ready, then we can have the principal too.
Okay.
All right. We will have the principal, Dr.
I can start. Okay. Good morning, Dr. Kalebu. Good morning, Dr. Kalebu. Good morning, Dr. Kalebu.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. Yes, please. This is the principal, Dr. Mwale. We are now ready for the presentation.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity that you've given us. May I apologize for the hiccup in technology when my time had come to make the presentation. However, I would also want to thank Dr. Mumini for coming up to fill in the gaps. And thank you, Kalebu, for the good coordination that he has continued to be manifested. Before I proceed, may I take cognizance of His Royalness, His Royal Highness, Dr. Maybe my pardon, may I take cognizance of His Royalness, Chief Nondo, who is with us, and the immediate past, Dr. Jobis Kalumba, for his academic and emotional address that had a lot of insights, and to Dr. Mumini for his elaborate presentation and detailed aspects of the entire course structure of all the courses. That was marvelous. He has really shared the much needed information that the students needed, and it has lessened the work that I was supposed to do. Thank you, Dr. Mumin, for that elaborate and insightful presentation with the illustrative picture that you showed us. Thank you so much. And we were very happy to see Dr. Daka and his entourage being presented when he visited Somalia. And Dr. Kalebu, thank you again for your coordination of the whole program and standing in when we had the issues with technology. And also want to thank the director in Chirenge College of Health Sciences for his unending efforts to coordinate the operations and the admission of the students. And of course, Engineer Peter Sampa for his continued support in IT as we are running this program. Of course, and not the least, Dr. Daka, the founder. May I just say to all the students and to all the staff that are present, thank you so much. And now, may I give an overview of Kasama University. Just like Dr. Mumini has elaborated, I'll come to that later, but I would like to share you with who we are. Who are we and what are we doing? Our vision is to become a leading African University College of Science and Technology, producing innovative leaders and professionals who transform society through science, education, technology, healthcare, business, and cultural knowledge. This is our vision, and all our efforts are anchored towards the realization of the vision. And our mission as Kasama University College of Health Sciences is that we need to provide high-quality education that integrates research, practical learning, entrepreneurship, and community development while preserving African identity. We will continue to preserve ourselves in as much as we have all the technological advancement, all the academic dispensation and achievement, we still need to maintain our identity of Africanism, who we are. And our core values at this university is that we value excellency. We uphold rigorous academic standards and continuous improvement in all aspects of our institution. I think this core value was also echoed by Dr. Mumin when he discussed the robust nature in which we are going to be handling the examination. That is excellent. It fits squarely into our core value. Thank you, Dr. Mumin. As we are interacting, it's like we are sharing the same value, Dr. Mumin, or now university. Another core value is that we value integrity. We adhere to the ethical principles and transparency in all our dealings and relationships. We are going to be transparent. Whatever we do with our collaborating partners, we are going to be as transparent as possible in the dealing. In fact, integrity is the core value of education, of learning. Just to echo the same statement by Dr. Jobis Kalumba, he mentioned about the integrity and what he went further to define what learning is. The issue of integrity was intertwined in his explanation. Then another core value is innovation. Here, we promote creativity, critical thinking, and applied research to solve real-world challenges. Critical thinking is an anecdote. It's actually it's an ingredient in innovation. Because without critical thinking, you cannot be innovative. You need to put pieces of idea together, analyze them, and synthesize them, then come up with the solution, which is innovation. Therefore, critical thinking aspect cannot be overemphasized in the core value of innovations. Then we also we pride in culture. We pride in culture. We are very proud of our cultural dispensation. Look at Nigeria, for example. I don't want to provoke Caleb, but it is the real sense. Culture, like Nigerians have done, have maintained their cultural values, their culture integrity, their cultural orientation and dispensation still manifest as they do other programs which have been given to us. We should not forget about culture, because the culture is what makes us who we are as African and what we do. Therefore, this has been captured in our strategic plan that we shall always work within our cultural boundaries. Meanwhile, dispensing the academic scores that we have gotten. Also, entrepreneurship is one of our values that we have really we have embraced. Recently, we were doing curriculum development, and it was very good that we shared with our cooperating partners in India, Brunel University, who really talked about the importance of attaching entrepreneurship to our courses, to our courses. Very good in that. Once we do our curriculum, we tend to share. We tend to share with all our collaborating partners so that they can scrutinize and critique the curriculum to such an extent that we incorporate their ideas. We move together in line with our strategic plan, which wants us to add the aspect of entrepreneurship in our courses. We did a presentation on curriculum for education, and Brunel University had to push in their ideas so that the course must not be education-oriented only in a classroom, but should be that which also will fit in the industry. So that is in line with our core value of entrepreneurship. Again, another core value is community service. You agree with us that the university is there to solve the solution, to solve the problems of the communities. Then without giving solutions to the world, then that cannot be called a university. A university must be able to sort out the problems, must be able to do operational research, understand the community problems, and come back and develop the curriculum that will solve the problem through practical research and through scientific research. And those solutions must be those that are attainable in that particular society. So therefore, in our core values, we value the community and how to help them. Therefore, we shall engage the local communities and address societal needs through outreach and partnership. So that is what we are. This is what we are, and this is what we are doing. So on that aspect, I would like now to discuss about collaboration. You know, like somebody, is it Dr. Jobix Kalumba? And indeed, it was also echoed by Mumin. Dr. Mumin extensively discussed the collaboration. He talked of Sri Lanka and the other countries. This is why they are like this now. They have reached to this level because of collaboration. No single university can succeed entirely without collaborating. In fact, teamwork in academia is what is required if we are to proceed or if we are to reach unprecedented levels. Look at this already. We are proud that we are now implementing university program. Kasama University is part of the implementers of those programs. This has arisen because of collaboration. No single person can achieve alone as a university without involving others. Therefore, we value collaboration in very high height, in unprecedented levels. With that said, allow me to discuss them, to highlight the members that we are collaborating with. We are on the local scene in Zambia, we are collaborating with Levi Mwanawasa Medical University. All our medical courses are done in collaboration with them. Then we have another one, which is we have Brainware University in Asia, in West Bengal. This is where we are collaborating very, very well together, as I've alluded to earlier on, that even when we are trying to develop something, we share with them so that we can have an input from them. So far, the exchange, we are planning for a number of activities like a cultural exchange, student exchange, and academic exchange, where the professors from that university can come and lecture from here, and many other areas of collaboration. We also collaborate with Hill City University in Benin Republic. We have collaborated with them, and we are in good books. We've been helping each other. Together, we have also collaborated with Green Hope University in Somalia. We are now collaborating with Now University, which we already know. We also have African University and the Amra University, the University of Ilorin, Kesmond International University, and many others. Together, we have 11 universities that we are collaborating with at the moment. Mount Olive Bible School in North America, University of Ilorin, the public university in Nigeria, African Graduate University in Somalia, Hill City University in Benin Republic, and UNICAF University in Zambia, and Kesmond University in Cameroon and America. So you can see we are very eager to borrow knowledge. We understand that we cannot be very effective on our own, but we need to collaborate. So those are the collaborating partners that we have right now. Now, what are the achievements? We have so many achievements. One of the greatest achievement is the one we are now you in that you have really helped us to be known across the borders. We thank you, and we almost everyone now is talking about Kasama University, is talking about now university. We're really thankful for all the the good things you are doing for us through collaboration. We shall revenge, in inverted comma, we shall revenge, we shall work together, the now university sir. So what are our strategic goals? Strategic goals definitely is academic excellency, innovation, and the community impact that you have looked at. And what are the expectations of this university? We expect academic discipline, good conduct, and also we want our students to be ambassadors of Now University. Now University will be a household name in Zambia now, because all activities will pass, all the activity will be passing through us to there. So it is a household name already. Everyone is talking about Now University. That is very good, and thank you for that, Now University. Then I wanted also to address the staff. To the staff, I want to discuss that we value research and publishing journals. A university without solid research cannot thrive because it cannot solve the solution. Therefore, the staff at this university, of course, working with other universities, we shall embark in serious research and publication to the journals to add knowledge to the body of knowledge. And we insist on professionalism and service delivery. All in all, I would like to end my overview in thanking the Now University, Dr. Mumini, Dr. Karebu, Dr. Jobix, and all others that have contributed to the success orientation of this scholarship program we are implementing on behalf of Now University. We thank you all on behalf of Kasama University, and we continue to listen from you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Karebu, hello.
All right, thank you so very much, Doctor. We
Yes.
really appreciate the time articulate you are. I think if Professor Muntale is around and then he can hear us now, can we take a session before we give Mr. Peter Sampa the opportunity to take us through? But meanwhile, I want to appreciate everybody for the time and then patience and the cooperation thus far. Right. I don't know if Prof is around or he could hear us now. If Prof is not available now and again, then we continue with Mr. Peter. Engineer Peter, I don't know if you can hear us. If you're ready, so that we just take your slides and then try to see how to round up. Yeah, Engineer Peter, I don't know if you can hear me. You're ready for your own presentations. All right, I want to emphasize that while Dr. Mukin was actually presenting, he stated that the registration was free, and then he came back to now re-emphasize that there's a discrepancy and then so on. I just want to hope that many persons did not get offended. Why was that? Actually, based on the MOU, it was actually stated that although it's a scholarship, of which it is still a scholarship, because of some of the logistics, there needed to be payment of just $10 for the registration. All right. And then any other financial increment that might come maybe towards the end, at the end of the program, maybe in terms of like your graduation fee and all of the certificate and all. That is the next thing you should be anticipating for when you have to do finance. Because it's an online program, we understand that. That's why most of the lectures are pre-recorded, so that what you just need to do is just to get your data bundle, follow up the lectures. And then because we say we appreciate the knowledge to become palpable, we also try to create a session where you can now interact. You can have like a live interaction with some of the lecturers in some of the courses, all right, live lectures. Maybe you could schedule a lecture by 6:30 or 7 p.m. where a particular lecturer will come. Some of the courses that you have done and then you need clarifications, maybe the ones doing maybe business administration that need calculations and need explanation. We have like Mr. Cambone, who is there to guide you through put you through those particular confusion you're having. And then just the way Dr. Mumin also emphasized, for some of the courses that are practical courses, like the law, business, journalism, medical nutrition, we're trying to put up a system where, for instance, the medical nutrition, some of those students who are doing the practicals, who are doing the theory, can come to Kasama to do the practicals, all right? To visit Kasama, or there will be some modalities on ground to attend to students on ground in Kasama, all right? And then also we're already trying to collaborate with some of these law firms around Kasama and then around across the northern province to ensure that the law students would be able to visit the courts and then not just do a diploma in law without even visiting the court. You understand? That's almost like a contradiction in itself. So Kasama University is trying to build an alliance such that the students who are registered and then they have their registration with us, because this payment you're trying to make now is what's going to help us to carry out some of these physical structures, to put up some of these physical structures on ground. For instance, the law students, they should be able to visit this course. We will have them as our students, all right? These are our registered students. They can go to the court, practice, then they practicalize, see how these things operate, and then gain knowledge. Also for the journalism students, we have like several radio stations and television stations and all of that. You could also get the privilege to meet some of these content creators, because journalism and social media journalism, individual investigative journalism has actually risen in this dispensation beyond just the mainstream media. So we're going to introduce us to some of these realities that will not just make this program theoretical, all right? So Kasama University is trying to ensure that we put all of these things in place. So we want all hands to actually be on deck within this period of learning. Let us be intentional, deliberate, and then attentive to every information that is going to be disseminated from the administration in Kasama University to ensure that everyone is being carried along in the course of this program. All right. So having said that, sorry, someone's hand is up. Yes, we've not actually gotten to the point of question and answer, but Mr. Panaya Sakala, your hand is up. Let's just hear what you have to say now.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate for the orientation, but over the notes from the tutors or the lecturers, the PDF we are managing to download and save, but the videos.
Which of the PDF, sorry?
That is in ICT, the presentation from the lecturers.
Okay.
Yes, I am having it difficult to download them. You find that when you press that save, it to keep on running without downloading.
You mean the videos or the PDF?
The PDF is just, but the videos, there's a PDF and the videos.
Okay.
Yes. So we are having it.
Downloading the videos.
Yes. That's where I'm having more especially the videos themselves. where they're explaining the same notes, we are finding it difficult to download. I don't know about others if they've managed it, but with me, I find it difficult, yes, to download them. Thank you so much.
That will be clarified. Thank you so much. That will be clarified. Yes. Mr. Abraham, sorry, we have not even gotten to question and answers, and I could see like 5 hands. Please, if I take these hands currently, I will come back to question because Professor Muntale is already on ground. So please, can you give us the opportunity to all these hands that are up? We will come back to you. I'll take all of your questions. But if Prof, I don't want to keep Prof actually waiting for his presentation. So let's have the session with Professor. Yes, Professor Ernest Muntale, you can go ahead, sir. Prof, I don't know if you can hear me. You told me you were ready for your session. All right. I think while we still try to get the attention of Prof, let's take the other question.
Dr.
All right.
Dr. Caleb.
Yes, sir.
Yes, for me, I have just a short presentation on the current system that is being implemented at the university.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, like what was presented by our partner in Somali. So we just also wanted to just show the students to say, even here, there is a system which we've been which we have implemented. Yeah, so I just wanted to do.
Ahead. I think just go ahead. All right, go ahead before we take the questions. I think that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Several questions. All right.
All right, thank you. So allow me to just share the screen. Just in a moment. Okay, is everyone able to see my screen? Can we confirm?
Yes,
Yes, sir, we are able to.
Yeah.
We're able to.
Yes. So even here, you can be able to do the application through the website. You're able to also just check the menu in case you want to know what you are supposed to do as a user. So all these things have been integrated. So let's just go quickly due to time. I just show you some of the things that you see, especially if you are, I'll start with the lecture. So if you are the lecturer, I just want us to show you like what you're able to see. So is everyone able to see my dashboard?
Yes, sir. We are.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, we are
So
able to see.
some of the things, yeah. So some of the things that you'll be able to see, immediately you do application, there's a portal where we do the approvals. So these approvals, we check them. When you apply through the portal, then these applications are reviewed. Then if okay, am I back online? Hello? Loud and clear. Okay, all right. Yeah, there was just a disturbance in the network. Yeah, so this is what happens when you do the application through the apply now. We are able to review the application. We either reject with a comment or approve. Then immediately your approval is done, you receive the email address to have access to the system so that you can access the portal. So as a lecturer, most of the times, especially our colleagues out there, you are able to access and you're able to do a lot of things like the modules, the programs, you're able to assign the courses, you're able to assign everything, including the live sessions. You can be able to set the live sessions with the students. So most of the times for the students that will be loaded on the system, immediately there's a session, you receive an automatic notification to say there's a session that is happening. And it even give you the time when that session will start. So with your portal, once you are opened, I'll show you on a student side how it looks. So you will see a notification and that will be, that's how you'll be accessing these things. And then, like our colleague said, there are also discussions that are there where a discussion is made on a course. You select a course, and then we allow the students to make comments and share the ideas on how that session is being done. So all these is just a summary of the system that we are trying to implement and the system which is already there. So there's also a part where you can even pin the discussion, the same way we do with WhatsApp messages and the like. If there's an important discussion that has to happen, the lecturer can post in that and pin so that every student can see, and then it opens up for discussions. So these are some of the things that you will have once you have the student portal to your site. So all these things, the programs, the announcements, the applications, the reports, the modules, and everything, the assignment, the programs, creating of programs, all these can be done on the system. So for this one, we just need to have, I think, another time when we can properly orient you on how to access the student portal and everything else. Otherwise, this is just to show you to say, as a university, we are ready to integrate into the technology world. We understand that there's e-learning happening everywhere else. We understand the busy schedules of our learners. So it's just important that we also respond to all these advancement in technology. So I just want to show us the student login portal before I can end my presentation. I don't know, are we following?
Yes, sir, we are following.
Yes.
We are
So now
following.
I've logged in. Yeah, so I've logged in now as a student. So what you see here is the automatic assignment that will be given immediately you're accepted. You see a student ID number that will be given to you. And then on this side, you see a notification bar where whenever there's a notification, whenever there's something posted, when there's a discussion or anything, something will pop up here. So here, this is where you can now check your e-learning. You can browse, you can check for your programs that are available. You can enroll and begin begin your learning. You can also try to observe, especially you remember on the admin side where there was a discussion and the like. So if there's a discussion, it will pop up here. And then you can try to actually follow that discussion and you reply and everything. Then you can find your grades once you are graded when there's an assignment that has been done. So when there's an assignment for you, you find everything here on the dashboard to show you. If you haven't replied to any assignment or anything, it will still give you a notification to say there's an assignment that needs to be done. Because when a lecturer is doing an assignment, they need to put up the time when it will be the due time and the like. So everything will be showing immediately you are logged in. You should be able to see these things here. So you will be able to navigate through. You should also be able to see if there are any live session that are in. So if there's an upcoming live session that is coming and you are trying to join in, it will pop up here and you should be able to see it and join the discussion. Just like that. So it's a fully well implemented e-learning system. So the other part also, apart from just accessing your courses, doing your assignments, there's also the e-library part where you can access the books, you can borrow your books, and also retain. Then apart from that also there's a research part where those students that are doing the research and the like, they can also do everything on the same system. So here, the research coordinator would have sent the modules, would have sent some of the topics on the research topics and the like, and then it will populate on the end here. So then you can pick and do the rest. Otherwise, the plan is to have everyone loaded on the system and navigate. But then at the near future, or just before, we can still have a full orientation meeting where all these things now can be done. Unless there are questions, I think I will end here. Dr. Caleb, over to you, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Engineer Sampa.
Good afternoon, Dr. Caleb.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
I think you are not getting me on most times that I tried to log in. I really don't understand how.
Okay, sorry, sir. We've been trying to see how to reach out to the network, sir.
Okay, allow me just
we can hear you clearly, Prof. Now.
Yes, allow me to just greet everyone on this call. I know they have already been mentioned, and I just wanted to say I've also been following from the beginning, and I'm very happy that this communication, especially to the new students, has been done. And I just wanted to just add a bit on the collaborations, as someone has already said. They are very important because it's not only about the students, it's also about the faculty members. That they can be faculty exchange visits, either physical visits or indeed they can meet virtually. The same with the students, they can choose which university to go and do maybe a practicum site or even to collaborate in research. So the research, they can collaborate either institution by institution, or even a student can choose where to do a research. And this gives a lot of cultural exchange, as you have put it, and a lot of fears across the boundaries are removed. And you find that some courses that are offered by one university are not found in another university. So the collaboration actually is very important because it reduces now on the expenses. If you might have to travel physically to go to Somalia, to Now University, for example, it will be very expensive for your air tickets, the accommodation, the food. But with this collaboration, you can actually feel the lecturer at Now University talking to you directly via a virtual platform, and the learning is the same as if you are in class in Somalia. So for me, I've gone through this type of learning, and I just want to encourage the new students that it is a modern way of learning. It is not less to the physical type of engagement, it is just the same. And the qualifications that are offered are just the same. And for those that would want to physically go for graduations after they finish, there's also that platform where you can be given, you travel and you go and physically check the type of university that has given you that paper. So it's not just about the paper, it's the modern interaction that we have through these collaborations. For me, I respect the collaborations so very much because I've seen what it has done for me and how I've even moved up. I just want to salute Dr. Dhaka for taking time to have a number of universities collaborate with Kasama University College, because it is the only private university in Kasama, and it has opened up opportunities to a lot of people in Northern Province. I want just to say thank you again.
Thank you very, very much, Prof. The few minutes was actually worth listening to. You've really exposed on much more intricate issues regarding this collaboration. I think the students now would get more clearer view, aside the other things that was spoken about, on the need for this collaboration. All right, so I just believe the students are actually paying rapt attention so that they will know that there's so much benefit to this collaboration, and then that Kasama University did not just put up this collaboration and then make it like a scholarship program because of showmanship, or maybe Dr. Dhaka just wants to show that he's popular in town. No, it actually have a vision. Both universities that collaborated, they have a vision statement, they have a mission statement, and it will become appalling if at the end of the day, our students who has graduated will not be able to reflect what they have actually learned. We expect that the students who have been able to be part of this scholarship program should become a testament or a living epistle to the impact that they have received in the course of this program, such that they could go to bring up others, tell them of what is happening in Kasama University. Kasama University College is very strategic currently in Kasama, just the way Prof have said, as the only private university there, it actually has so much of prospect, because wherever there is an education, there's an education system, it brings development. Most of the developed country we see today, they started through the instrumentality of education, where you have the Research and Development Institute. So through the education, it opens them up to science, it opens them up to technology, it opens them up to industrialization, it opened them up to even agricultural development. These are things that education does. It exposes us to several benefits that will in turn impact other sectors of the economy. All right. So once you see a developed country that has a very diversified and robust economy, all are built on the instrumentality of their educational system, how it has been able to impact that. All right. So thank you very much, Prof, for this enlightenment. We want to move to this next session, but just before I forget, to re-emphasize what Mr. Peter and the engineer Peter has done, is to tell us that Kasama University also has a website. It's not trying to contradict with what Nile University has presented or what Nile University have, but just to say that, for instance, the admission letter, your admission letter would need to be given to you, and the admission letter will be carrying the collaboration, or will be reflecting the collaboration between Kasama University and Nile University. So on payment of that particular registration fee through the portal of Kasama University, you would now be able to receive your admission letter. All right. One of the things that will validate you as a student is now having that admission letter where you say, okay, this is my admission letter, your means of identification, especially for people who are going for those practical courses like the law, the ICT, the journalism, and also the medical nutrition. All of these persons, they will need to show their ID, they will need to bring their ID card, their admission letter as a means to validate that, okay, these people are actually products of the scholarship program between Kasama University College of Health Science and then Nile University. All right. So they're trying to develop that website now where once that registration fee has been paid, you'll be able to now access your admission letter, and then while you continue with your lectures and other vital assignments that will be given to you. All right. So we'll be moving to the next schedule, which is on the interactive session. Well, Mr. Penayas Sakala already asked a question or seeking a clarification that is having difficulty.
What's going on here? No one is online.
Actually, we are available, just a matter of waiting for the right time. If they'll give us a go ahead to make contributions and questions.
Dr. Caleb. Hello? Okay, you can go ahead and ask those with the hands. I've seen a hand from is it Rusungu? Rusungu Grace.
Yes, good evening, sir. Oh, good afternoon, sorry. Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Go ahead, go ahead and ask.
Okay.
Just
Good
in the
afternoon.
email.
Good
In the
afternoon.
credentials.
Yes, I wanted to ask about the notes being accessible. I've been trying to download them so that I can be going through offline, but it's failing.
Email, please. That's from the
My email.
yes. I don't
Yes,
know that.
they're being downloaded, but opening, they're refusing to open. So I don't know, maybe you placed a restrictive measure, or I don't know. But I've been trying to access them, but I've been failing. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Grace, for the question. I don't know. The next person, please. The next question, we'll just take them. Mr. Jackson Siamapabi.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My question is, I've heard something, now I didn't get it so clearly. So my question is, when would the school plans to provide a student photo and the student number for us to have an easy access in everything in terms of school materials? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's have Mr. Aliti. Yeah, Mr. Aliti, your hand is up. Okay, if he's not available, Mr. Mulenga Nevas.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My question is that it's on the posting of the assignments after we are done. I wasn't very clear where we could share the assignments to. Is it the same email address for the Nile University, the one that was responding to our emails? Or is I don't know. That's why I wanted to be clear so that as I'll be submitting my assignments, I know where to submit them to direct because I need more clarity on that one, where to be submitting assignments to, sir.
All
I
right,
submit.
all right, that's fine. Yeah, that will be clarified. Mr. Abraham.
All right.
Mr. Abraham, let's have you. Mr. Abraham, your hand is up. If Abraham is not active, Mrs.
Hello?
Natasha.
Hello.
All right, Mr. Abraham, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I think one of the question has been asked by the previous person. So the other one that I wanted to find out is on the people that maybe have applied for a different program, but they're in another program. How are you going to give them the number or edit those things? Are we supposed to contact you directly to make the changes? Then
Sorry, if I get your question, are you asking that you actually registered for a course, but you want to change the course?
Yeah, I've actually been changed.
Okay. No, if you have changed and then you've maintained the current course, I don't think that's a challenge.
No, like for example, I applied for business administration, business something I've forgotten. Then I'm doing information technology.
Yes.
So am I supposed to submit another registration, or you do the changes on your part? I'm supposed to contact you that
all right, that would be clarified. But the main thing is we would just work with the current course that you decide that you are doing, so that in the admission letter we will not be having conflict. So the mail you use in registering, you would actually now notify us through that mail that you have actually changed your course. All right, so this is a particular course of study you're doing now, so that you'll be carried along. But I'm sure the ICT person will clarify you more on that. All right, so we'll take that question.
Okay, so then maybe also the proposal that I have is, since we're doing IT, this course, it involves a lot of practice. I would suggest that at least even once in a month we meet with our tutor to at least go maybe help us in one or two things, hear how we are moving and everything. By just typing and throwing our questions, I think it's not enough for me personally. Then the other thing that I've observed is I've seen some recordings which are recorded in a different language other than English. So I would also want to work on them as well, so that we can be able to listen to all the videos that have been posted. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. That would actually be clarified, and then thank you so much for your observations. We'll work on them as we proceed. Yes, Madam Natasha Mulenga, can we have you?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like just to maybe to be clear of the payment. You mentioned of the payment of the admission. How is it going to be done?
Yes, we just stated, although the ICT will still clarify, but I just stated that the account number is going to be posted. Everyone will try to make a registration with the link that Engineer Peter Sampa posted. You try to register as a student with Kasama University website, and then after the registration, you would make there's actually the account details and all will be available on that website where you will make your payment. So immediately the payment is being made, then you can now proceed with getting access to your admission later. All right. But a further clarification will be done right from the ICT.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Macmillan, can we have you?
Good afternoon, Good afternoon, Dr. Karim.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. My main concern, like you have seen in the, we have seen in my in WhatsApp, I usually make a lot of noise concerning the assignment and everything.
Yeah.
So my main concern is that I don't know. I'm one of the people that have introduced a lot of students within my reach. The time Dr. Lawrence Daka introduced me to this course, I made sure that a lot of students, they have access to this course because sharing is caring, I believe so. So my main concern is that concerning the assignment, what format should we use, and then the referencing style, the one we should use. That's my main concern. And then there are students for example, my fiancé should be joining medical nutrition today when she knocks off. So what happens to those students that are being admitted, they are being enrolled today, concerning because we find that the time they're joining the assignment, they are already due. So I don't know how best that issue can be addressed.
All right.
And then on the issue of registration fee, I don't know if you will be given a period of time, like a period of time when we can do the registration.
All right.
Yeah. So that's my.
All right. Thank you so much. Firstly, I want to especially appreciate you for making recommendations, right? You emphasize that you've been able to recommend more students. We sincerely do appreciate you for that good clemency. And then I'm happy for you also for your fiancé. Thank you for also bringing her to be part of this scholarship program. That's actually a good one, that you are trying to introduce your fiancé to this so that she learn along. And then for some of the persons who have actually, I know so many persons registered within the last 24 hours who have had over 100 persons who have enrolled. So that is going to be addressed. Some of the time frames for the submissions of those assignments is going to be increased. So, but however, because they are increasing, it does not mean the new students who have just registered will be lackadaisical. They have to be aware that they registered late, so they would have to put so much effort so that they can meet up. You understand? So university will not be changing their academic calendar because they want to see some students who registered late. So that might not be the case. But however, the time frame for some of this submission will be shifted so that to ensure that some persons who just registered can be able to register. However, I'm still emphasizing that the persons who are just enrolling would have to put in more efforts. All right, because they will have more assignments now and more work to do. All right, so but for the payments, I'm sure it will still be clarified more on that from the ICT. Yes, Mr. Astrinda Chakanga.
Good afternoon,
Sorry,
Dr. Caleb.
Mrs., please.
Miss.
Yeah, thank you.
Miss. Afternoon, Dr. Caleb.
Thank you. Go ahead.
My question has already been asked by Natasha, and you've already answered the question. Thank you so very much.
All right, all right. Thank you for coming. Yes, Lisa Jande.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, ma.
So what I would like to know is I was having network issues, so maybe I didn't hear it very well, but I want to know the admission fee we're talking about. Is it different from the certificate fee?
Yes.
And then, okay. And then I
Yes.
would also like to advise that if it's possible, each department can be able to get to know their lecturers. And
All right.
then we can have maybe just like we're having this meeting now, we can have an online meeting where they will put each of their students through on how to submit questions, how to answer questions, and what is expected actually of assessment, what is the expectations for submitting assessment, and how
Yes.
to go ahead and submit it.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we'll clarify this. It's part of one of the issue we're trying to clarify. So your concern is actually noted, and we would give you a response with regard to this. And then, okay, your question on the payments, I don't know if you're clear on that.
The payment, okay, the
Yes.
payment for the admission fee, that's the admission fee.
Yes.
Is it different from the one for the certificate? That's what I
Yes.
wanted to know as well.
Yes. Now, here is it. For the registration fee, it's what you pay to be able to access your admission later. And then especially, for instance, which course are you offering?
Journalism and media.
Yes. I don't know your current location, if you're around Kasama or one of these places. That's actually a practical course that would want to also subject you to visiting one of these media houses and having firsthand practical interactions. All right. We are doing this so that it will also help us to be able to access those
Like for me,
facilities. Yes.
I'm not within your jurisdiction. I'm in Nigeria.
Okay, that's actually very fine. I don't know how to start emphasizing, but part of what they are doing for you now. It might be very difficult for us to make those organizations because of how we're going about this, because this is just a new first phase. As we progress, we can be assured that some of these persons, even persons are not living within the vicinity, can actually be reached, right? But for now, we're just trying to see how to meet up with those around the environment of Zambia, all right? But the payments now will cover for your access to the admission later and to validate that, okay, this person is actually a student and then offering this particular program. Why the other one is for the graduation, all right, and then for accessing the certificates. For instance, you're in Nigeria. I don't know your intentions. Maybe you'd want to travel for the graduation ceremony, or how do you want to access your certificates? But the payment is meant to cover all of those logistics, both for the graduation and then for the certificate, for granting of the certificates. All right. The director will also make a clarification on this particular issue. All right, just so you're cleared better.
Thank you.
All right. Lusungu Grace, I don't know if we've taken that question before.
No, I have another question, Dr.
Okay.
Alib.
All right.
Yeah. So my other question is on about how we are going to go about with the exams that are coming up, because I saw the calendar. So I wanted to ask, how are we going to be doing it? Is it going to be just multiple choice with one weight, or maybe to be also include some like some essays? So how is it going to be, so that we
All
can
right.
have a view of this method? Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the exam is actually would be based on the discretion of the lecturer, and then some courses, the way some department will write their exams will be different from others. But Dr. Mumin will actually clarify that on how they have set questions for students before now. so that we'll be clear. But we'll have a resolution on the best for our students. All right. So Dr. Mumin will clarify that. So thank you so much for the question. Mr. Ashrinda Chakanga. I don't know if you can hear me now. Sorry, I'm trying to just take these questions before I allocate the questions to some to Mr. Peter, then some of the questions will be addressed by our hosts from Nile University. Yes, Mr. Mulenga Nevas. I thought we've heard you before. Your hand is still up. Why can we speak for that?
Yes, Dr. Caleb, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I thought we've taken your question.
Yes, you've taken, yes, the first one. I see I've got a short second one, sir.
Okay, please, others I need to ask. So what's your question? Let's just take it quickly.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. My second question, sir, is that concerning the graduation, are we, because I heard a lot of comments concerning the same graduation thing. So do we at the time of receiving certificates, are we all going to be required to travel to Somalia, or who graduate in absentia, or some of us who are within the Kasama district who are going to receive our certificates within the same school? And the other last question is, are we going to have like more or less like a party with Guyans with a nice celebration as we'll be graduating? As that's why I wanted to know, sir.
Mr. Mulenga, you've not even written exams. You're calculating how you want to party, whether with guys or with girls. I wish you would wait and write your first semester result and see how it goes first before you talk about how you want to graduate with the dancing and all. But that's just by the way. The graduation, what Kasama University is doing currently is that we're considering the air ticket and the transport fare and all of that many persons around the environment of Kasama would be spending. So Kasama University is actually planning to have an on-site graduation. All right, it will be hosted in Kasama by Kasama University. The certificate will be available in Kasama University, where people who are living around maybe each of the provinces, Lusaka, Livingstone, wherever, they could now travel to Kasama. They don't need to travel that far to Somalia, all right, for the graduation. That's the modality we are putting in place at the moment. But if we have students, maybe 85% of students say no, they are willing to travel to Mogadishu to have a first-hand interaction with Nile University also. Of course, that opportunity will actually be given to them for them to travel for the graduation ceremony. All right, but we are just trying to think of the best option that would be able to have all the students available. All right. And I'm just getting to hear that Nile University we now are planning to have them on ground, to host them on ground. So they might even travel to Kasama. So the graduation ceremony, we're already planning that we will have it at Kasama University College of Health Science and Technology in Kasama. All right. Thank you. So, but further clarification will still come as regarding this. Natasha Nkandu. I don't know if we've taken your question. Natasha Ukandu Zimba. All right. If we can hear Natasha, Constance, please. Okay. If Constance is not active, can we have Timaya? What's happening? All these persons, they raise up their hand, but I can't hear them. All right. If Timaya is not Timaya is not audible.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Okay, I can hear you, Mr. Timaya.
All right,
go ahead,
thank
sir.
you. All right, I've got a few questions. I don't know if you may allow me to share the screen.
Yes, sorry. I think the best way we could even go with this is if you come, just introduce yourself and your department or the course of study you applied, so that we'll get to know you better.
Okay. BA, Business Management.
All right.
Sure. But I've got a few questions.
Just go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
would like to put into your
Go ahead.
to your
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, just sure. Just a minute. Let me share my screen.
Okay. Now, you're really prepared for this question session.
Okay. So now here, this is my screen and this is my classroom. But help me how I can access my ID number and password so that when I come to NIO, I want to do the logging or access the library or come to the portal, or let me just come to the portal. When I want to log in, it's telling me I need these things here.
Yes.
Of which I do not know them. Yes, my name I know, but the password wasn't given to me.
Okay.
The only thing that I can
As you're
see
active now, just in a moment, as you're active now, Dr. Mumin, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
No, not Dr. Mumin. Sorry, just to get the attention of Dr. Mumin. Sorry. I don't know if Dr. Mumin is still on this call because this is some of the clarification he needs to make as regarding this.
Okay, me, I can hear you.
Dr. Mumin, or anyone from Nile University, please. But have any of the students passed through this particular stage where Mr. Bais?
Okay.
No, I don't. For us to access our classes, we don't usually go through any website. It's just
Yes,
the
I'm just
Google
wondering
class.
how he has been able to come to this point of going to their website. That's why I'm wondering how he has come. I wanted Dr. Mumin to make a clarification on this because I don't think for you to access your class and submit assignments, you need to get to their university website. I think you only need to get an access to the Google Classroom.
That's all. We all need to get into the classroom. So this one is okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I help on that one?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm Nelson Tembo, one of the BM. I'm doing business management.
Okay.
And I'm in his class. So I listened to the orientation, and then the point where he is now, I'm told it can only be opened when you have paid.
Yes.
So he has just to wait until he pays, and that's when he will be given a number. And that number, I'm sure that's the number which is supposed to be used to open up like the login. To my understanding, that is. I also tried to go through the same system he's going through. I have it on my screen as well, but it cannot open not until we are members by applying, of course, by paying and then being accepted.
All right, but my concern is this reality was supposed to be obtainable in Kasama University website, but the website he's showing is for Nile University. Okay, but I'm very sure this your concern would definitely be addressed. But Mr. Tamai, I don't know, have you been able to submit your assignment?
Yes, so on my assignment, when I come on classwork, here
Yes.
I'm able to see this is the assignment which is due on
Yes, open
30th.
up.
Then
Yes.
there is the
Yes.
assignment that we're
Yes.
supposed to today.
Yes.
I submitted, which
right.
shows the kind of work, your to-do list. There, when you check, it shows me this week you've got 0. That means it has been submitted.
All right, so that means you are
Because
very
I
active with
understand that part. Then,
All right.
okay. Now coming to the issue of having the ID number of which you need to register. So now we need to register through Kasama University. Am I right?
Yes.
So now when you go to Kasama University College, which is this one, you want to apply here.
No, Wait, this website you open, I think this is the old website. This is not the website that was shown.
It's not the one?
No, no. This is
All right.
yes.
Then my request would be-
Wait, Mr. Peter
I'll
Stampa should be
share
here.
the link.
Yes, the link will
I'll
be
sh-
shared. This is not the website.
I'll share the
The
link
link-
on the chat. I'll be
All right.
sharing the link on the chat. Yes.
All right.
on the chat here. Was it shared in this group?
No,
it
I'll
has
share
not
the
been
chat.
shared. It has not been shared. It's going to be shared.
I'll share.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's going to be shared.
Okay.
I don't know if you have any
Okay.
other clarification, sir.
All right. All right. Okay. I'll wait for the link then.
All right. Thank
I'll
you.
be sharing
Yes.
in the
Then
minute.
also
I'll be
help us
sharing
with
soon.
the. Then also help us with the link to do the payment.
All right.
If
Definitely.
it-
It will be dropped. It will be dropped. It will be dropped.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
The next, Mr. Christopher Soko.
Hello, afternoon, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Just go ahead with your question, sir.
I'm good. I'd like to ask some questions and also some concern about hospitality industry. I'm one of the students in hospitality.
Okay,
But most
go
of the
ahead.
students that are in hospitality, most of the students that are in hospitality industry, I'm sure they are doing some courses within the premises, like they are already working, so they are doing it like every day practically.
Yes.
And then I'm based in Lusaka. And then the graduation you're saying about in Kasama, what, and then I'm hearing about certificate. Is it a diploma or certificate that we're doing?
It's a diploma. It's a diploma program.
Sir,
All right.
anything awarded is a certificate. On that, it should be maybe clarified or categorized as: is it a master's? It is to a certificate. Is it a diploma? It is to a certificate. Is it a grade 12? It is to a certificate. But now the one we are doing, the program is diploma. So you will be awarded a diploma certificate.
Yeah,
It will be a certificate, but a diploma.
All right, I get you. And also about one of the concern, my friend applied for business administration through the link, but it has been 5 days. She's not approved. I don't know if the link for business administration is occupied or maybe
which program did she apply?
Business administration.
Okay. Maybe at the end of this, you could drop the details of the group so that would be addressed.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mrs. Miriam Mubanga. Okay, if Mrs. Miriam Mubanga is not active, can we have Mr. Victor Lungu, please? Sorry, sir. Yeah, Pastor Victor Lungu, I don't know if you can hear me now. Your hands have been up. Can you go ahead, sir, Pastor Victor? Okay, Pastor Victor, it seems he is not active at the moment. I thought he was. Dr. Charles Olambo.
Okay, thank you. Can I go ahead, Charles?
Go ahead, please, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Caleb. I just want to appreciate you. And with this orientation, I was introduced by Dr. Steve here, and I'm doing the course BA.
Try to resolve
I believe they have answered some few questions, and that's why orientation was needful. We really appreciate. My question really is on harmonizing. I know you handle it, maybe if somebody has mentioned it, is on submission of the assignments. I think there was that saying, how do we harmonize those who started late and those who, I think it was said that after we finish here, we will be informed. I'll prefer that you update us on that one, since it was indicated that today, the 10 something deadline. Probably you're going to extend so that we can submit. I saw the assignments and the lessons. I went through them. And when I was trying to submit on the, I think the same, on the phone, I was using the same, I was away from the laptop. The same challenges many have asked, I experienced. So I
Mr.
believe if
Charles,
you can
Mr.
harmonize
Charles,
on that one.
Mr. Charles, can you hear
Yes, sir.
me? Please, can you come
Hello,
back
sir.
with your question? I couldn't. Can you hear me?
My question is, are you going to extend the deadline which was put there? Because it was to say
Yes.
today for submission.
Yes.
I have not done.
Yes.
Yes, that is
The
what I was
deadline,
to ask.
most of the deadlines for the submission is going to be extended for those who registered
Thank
late.
you.
We'll give a time frame for that.
Okay, in conclusion, also, since we are going to have this certificate, of course, in form of diploma, consider to have degree masters in the near future. Is out
No,
of what you have
definitely. For
presented.
instance, let me just reemphasize that. Let me reemphasize that at the moment, even Kasama University College of Health Science is offering courses both up to the master's level. All right. But it's just because this one was announced as a scholarship, and I realized that so many persons were applying. And then I was now thrown up to begin to imagine, are people really only just interested in scholarships that look seemingly free, or they are not ready to make a payment for programs that will demand them so much? So there are degree programs, there are scholarship programs in different courses in Kasama University that you can apply for. There are degree courses that are currently running concurrently. All right. But it's just that student, but I know that with this platform, many of you that will be they'll be rounding up your program, you have the opportunity now to apply, right? Apply
Yes, sir.
for your degree program and then also for the master's program, irrespective of the courses. You'll be assured that you have first-hand interactions. For instance, the degree programs, they are not pre-recorded classes. They are classes that are live interactions. All right, I'm just giving you an instance. Even for the masters, for instance, the masters and the PhD programs we are running, some of the lecturers that are taking those courses are from India. They are our collaborating partners. All right, so I'm just giving this as instance so that we will know that the university has been operating smoothly. There are so many programs are currently running intermittently, and then we are still standing strong. All right. Mr. Victor, I don't know if you can hear me now, Mr. Victor Lungu, if you can hear me.
Yes, Doc. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, for this opportunity. I also want to thank you.
Now, which program did you apply for, please?
For the opportunity given to us. I applied for diploma law.
Oh, all right.
Yes, but my question, I think I have 2 or 3 questions that I want to ask. The first
Just
one.
go ahead. Yes.
The first one is I had actually made this question before that is it possible for someone to do 2 programs at a go? I think Mr. Chishal to apply for another program to do project, but then the second question is the program, the diploma is from the timetable that has been given. It should be running for 6 months, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. My concern is the qualification standards in Zambia have been pegged at 1 year for them to be qualifications. So
yes. Sorry, before you go further, let me just address that. We have taken into cognizance, if for instance you read the MOU that was signed, it's because it's an online program. Normally at a diploma, we're supposed to respect the fact that it should run for 1 year. All right. But because it's a diploma program and then it's an online program, that's why we're saying that, okay, it should be for 6 months. But the certificate will be reflecting a 1 year. I don't know if you understand. And also, just to clarify that some of the courses, there are some of the courses that, despite after the 6 months program, like medical nutrition, law, and some of these courses, they will be given opportunity to have some other few weeks or months to practicalize their courses, to have a practical session. All right, so it might not necessarily just be around those 3 months, those 6 months. Some activities will ensure that it cuts across the 1 year.
Okay, that's good. That's good then.
Right.
So perhaps I will need the clarification whether I can do 2 programs. I have interest in project management because I've done it at some level, but I wanted to do it again at this point.
Now, the challenge is not as if we don't have that flexibility to run 2 programs concurrently, but the challenge is you can actually meet up. For instance, now, if you say you should run 2 programs concurrently, what if you are writing exams the same day? Let's take, for instance, and then it's the same time. This is an online program where, if, for instance, we said we are writing exams by 12 p.m., and then the course, your program management course, is now scheduled for the same time with law. How can you handle that? You see, it's already it's going to be yes, it's going to be very difficult and challenging for you to handle that. All right, so that's why we discourage any form of multiple application. You can actually wait for the next batch of scholarship to do that other one, but for now, we encourage each student with each mail should be able to register for each courses, for 1 courses.
That's good.
All right. I don't know. Constance, let's have Constance. Go ahead with your question. I don't think we can hear you, Madam Constance. Yes, before we will be able to hear Constance, can we go, can Mr. Sumili Shakafuswa. Sorry, please, I'm pronouncing the name wrongly. Yes, if that person is not available to, can we have Gilan Ponde?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. The question I wanted to ask has already been answered, but I've got another question. My question is that
you are from which of the course are you offering? Sorry.
Oh, my apologies. I'm doing a business administration.
All right.
Yeah. After we are done with the course and I graduate, I want to do a degree program within the same program I've done business administration at Kasama University. If I want to do a degree program, am I going to be exempted to some courses since I've already done this diploma to pursue a degree program? Am I going to be exempted? Thank you.
Now, okay, that's your question, right? Now, you know that for a degree program, you are doing higher courses, right? For instance, now if you are doing degree program, you start from 200 level. That's like a direct entry because since you already have a diploma. So although in a degree program, they might introduce you to some of the few things you have done so that just to reconnect you back, right?
Yes.
So just to reconnect you back and then continue with some of the advanced courses. All right. So if, for instance, if you see that they are repeating some courses for you, is not repetition is not to show your weakness. All right. It's just for emphasis and then to make you more familiar with the course so that it will connect you back to what you have done before and give you a direction for what you are going to be expecting as you progress.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I think
Welcome.
with some of these other questions, I don't know, we've spent so much time in just too long, and then many persons have questions. I don't know if anyone have any other question that have not been answered, because some of these questions that they have asked, they are questions that are looking like we've answered questions relating to that. So if there are any other questions, because we've spent so much of time just for us to resolve some of these ones that we've asked, and then we'll know the next thing to do. Yes, if there's any other question that have not been asked, please. Mr. Jackson, yes, what's your question,
Yes,
please?
thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon once again. I'm doing business administration. I first ask you a question, which says, when would the school plans to provide the student photo and the student number to have an easy access for the material things? And the second question is, this program is running for 6 months, because some of us we just joined recently. So I don't know, when did it started last month or this month, and when is it ending? Thank you.
Sorry, I did not get your last question.
My last question is, we joined recently on the same course. So I'm asking, when did this program started, and when is it ending for you to cater 6 months?
I think there's a timetable that has been given. If you're in business administration, you should be able to have accessed. You should be able to have accessed it. So, or if you're not, just pay attention. I'm sure every of these course should have like a class representative that would be able to organize the classes, each of these classes, and maybe disseminate information to them directly. But somebody should have an access to the outline and then the mode of operation in your department there. So you should ask if you have joined. All right. So I don't know if there's any other question different from what you have had, so that we could go back to resolve these questions that has come,
Yeah,
and then drop directions later.
Good afternoon.
Hello?
I don't know if you are able to hear me.
Yes. Chairbo.
Okay, thank you so much.
Chitalu. I don't know. You're the one talking now.
Okay,
okay.
so the question has to do with the exam date. According to the timetable, it just shows when the last date for the month of learning is going to be, which is 10th June. Is it the same day we're going to write our exam, like on the 10th June, or
No,
I don't know.
no.
So yeah,
There's going to be a fixed date for that. All right. You would be
okay.
notified. You would be notified before that.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. I don't know. I can't see. Yes. Sorry.
Macmillan here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, a colleague of mine, she's in the meeting, so she's unable to ask a few questions. So I'm asking on her behalf.
Okay.
So the question is that, is it possible for those who can't go as far as Kasama to have some form of introductory letter so that we do our practicals within our reach?
Yes, please. That's actually part of the. I'm trying as much as possible to see how to end this meeting so that we'll go back to the drawing board to address some of these questions that have been asked, and then we'll drop the way forward on the group. All right. Like this, your question now. We want to know the location of the person, the program the person is doing. Then we'll know what to do. All right.
All right. Like in my case, I'm doing.
That would definitely be addressed.
Like,
hello. Yes, Dr. Kalebu. Dr. Kalebu.
Yeah.
Yes. Dr. Kalebu, this is the principal, Kasama University.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, please. Sir. I'm just referring to the latest question where the caller asked whether we can give them introductory letter for their practicals. Yes, we will be able to give them introductory letter for their practicals wherever they will be, apart from those in Kasama. In fact, we are preparing the MOUs with the almost all the sectors, like Ministry of
All right, sir.
Agriculture, Ministry of Works and Supply, and Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, etc., for those who are doing hospitality. So we'll be able to give them introductory letter to enable them to do the practicals in their respective area. And West still, for those who are already in employment and they are in the industry, in the hospitality industry, they will be able to do their practicals in their own hotels. And so there is that possibility of facilitating with the letters of introduction for people who want to do the practicals away from Kasama. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that address. All right, Mr. David, you've been raising up your hand for long, so let's just take your questions, and then please, just this set of persons should be the last set we take, and then we'll end the meeting.
Okay, Dr. Kadeb, just in a minute. Dr. Kadeb, hello?
All right.
My question, another question is that, so for those who are unable to, like, due to financial challenges and everything, they intend to delay into like registration fee, what will happen? They'll be discontinued from the courses or until when they fulfill the registration fee. I don't know how you address that issue.
Okay, this particular issue, the management will need to look into it and know how to make a conclusion, but because I can't give you a conclusive statement on this for now. All right, so it will be addressed.
Yes, yes, Dr. Kakaleb, yes, on the registration fee, we can let them as much as possible make the payment, but those who may not pay at that time, we will allow them to proceed, but they should give us the time frame or the letter, the commitment letter. Okay, we'll pay on this day, because we cannot disadvantage them if you can't pay at that time the registration fee to stop the program. They may proceed, but within maybe a week or so, they should be able to pay the registration fee. The fee is for administrative purposes. We need it as much as possible, but if they can't, let them commit themselves. Okay, we'll pay at this date.
Oh, okay, noted. Yes. I think. And then my request, if this orientation can be recorded and then be posted in a group, because it's not everyone who's in attendance, and then just my proposal, so that it can be posted in the group. Those who didn't attend the meeting, they can have access and the insight of this.
I think,
yes, and then
you join. It's like you join late because the message, it's a pre-recorded session. It's recorded.
Oh, that would be, and then on the part of the assignment, kindly address the part where it should be answered in essay form or point form, and then
right. I think let me just address this now for clarity's sake. I can't let me address this for clarity's sake for everyone hearing now, that for somebody asked a question also about assignments, the structure. Now every lecturer would give you a format for how to answer a question. If a lecturer give you an assignment that it should be an essay, then you definitely go about it. For instance, somebody asks a question on an assignment, maybe in terms of the format, like the line spacing and all of that kind of within New Times Roman 2 points, all of those things. Now that is based on the discretion of the lecturer. If for instance, every lecturer gives you an assignment, might tell you the number of pages they want. They'll give you limits. They might tell you it should not be more than 10 pages, it should not be more than 5 pages. Some might tell you that, okay, you should use New Times Roman, you should be 1.5 for the line spacing, 12 point, and all of those instructions. And now every department have their structure on how they answer questions. If, for instance, in public administration or political science, if you are to answer a question, for instance, we already know you need like an introduction, you need a definition of concepts, and then you go straight to the topical issues that you are meant to address. And then you have your conclusion. If it's a problem statement, then you have your recommendation and then your references. And mind you, I know that in Zambia, in Kasama University College, for certain departments, they use the APA 7th edition style of referencing. Some departments use MLA, some departments use Chicago. So what you do, you need to know your department, which format do they use. All right, so that would actually also be addressed based on what your lecturer will give in terms of assignment specifications and the department. So you should read the instructions in every assignment and see what was asked and what the lecturer has given. All right. For instance, I know in public admin, what they give you is you should address it in APA, either 5th or 7th edition, right? That is for the referencing style. So just you know that, okay, every department don't have the same style of referencing and then the same style of addressing an assignment. Okay, so just pay attention to the instruction that will be given to you based on your lecturer's discretion and then the departmental format. Yes, let's have Natasha Nkandu. Just this few questions left. Let's go. We'll round up. Okay.
On the referencing style and all those things, like which referencing style are we going to use, Harvard or whatnot?
That's, I just said it's based on the discretion of the lecturer and then your department that you would follow up the instructions that will be given from the lecturer.
Sorry, can I come on that one?
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe the main problem we have in our groups, I don't know with other groups, but like for administration, business administration, I think the best would have been having a lecturer or someone who is guiding within the group, because such questions would have been addressed.
Yes, that's why, like for instance, you guys in business administration, we already allocated a lecturer on ground. Dr. Kambone is already on ground for the business administration that is giving direction on how you go about that. So for business administration, if you go back to your group, you can seek more clarity on that. We have Dr. Kambone there that would help you and then give you answers to some of these questions. All right. Hezron Musunda, sorry.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I think the concern over the assignment is genuine. There was we received these assignments where a lecturer just posts the questions, no instructions. That's why the concern is coming from all of us, and the due date is almost running out. Yes.
Yes.
So
we are making a resolution on
way,
this now, so that we are making a resolution on this. Subsequent assignments would actually come with instructions for the students to have a direction.
So the ones that have been posted, how do we go about them, like for procurement and supply?
Which department are you?
Purchasing and supply.
Purchasing
no
and supply.
assignments, no instructions.
Okay. For that particular course you have done, purchasing and supply, have you attempted it and submitted?
Yeah, I've attempted one and submitted. Though there are no instructions, so it's just a matter of answering the questions. We don't know how, which format, point form or essay.
No problem. For those who have submitted, for those assignments that you've submitted on how you answer them, there won't be much penalty on that as long as maybe the exact answers to the question are there. But for subsequent assignments that will be coming up, all of these things will be addressed on it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Elvis. We just have 2 more questions. Mr. Elvis, your hand is up. I thought we've addressed Natasha. Yeah, Mr. Elvis, just go ahead, please. Sorry, you're not audible enough. Okay, you're not audible enough for us to hear you. maybe can you just type your question? Can you type your question for us so that we can see? Just type the question since we can hear you. Sumili, let's have Sumili.
Yes.
Shaka one. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm a student under hospitality management.
Okay.
And we got an assignment which should be handed in on the 30th of this month. So I was
Okay.
asking if the way you've said lecturers will attend to us, may they quickly attend to us, because the first question on the assignment, which should be handed on 30th November, has a typing error and we don't know what to answer there. So kindly may
All
they
right.
work so that we write our assignment once and for all.
You say you are from which department?
Hospitality management.
Okay, thank you. That would be addressed.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. I don't know. We'll answer the questions from Lusungu, Grace, and others. So, what other question are you trying to ask? Please go ahead if you have. Let's just round up.
Sorry,
Good
sir.
afternoon,
I
Doc.
will.
Yes, Lusungu, Grace, go ahead.
My sister is asking, she's having network challenges. She was asking that she applied for business administration, but
Yes.
she changed the course to public administration. How long is it going to take for her to reflect that, to start receiving
All right.
links from
All right.
administration?
All right. All right. That's those issues. She changed to public admin, right?
Yes.
Okay, that will be addressed. Please just tell her to. We'll get her details. Maybe you send a message to either me or send a message to Mr. Chis Kennedy. We'll try to follow up on that. But you can just send me a message on that.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right. Yes, Mrs. Priska Chiwa Yula. We cannot hear you. So David, it seems you have a question.
Good afternoon, Doc.
Thank you so much, sir.
Coming from security and the intelligence class,
Okay.
I'm trying to confirm on the assignment that I saw. I saw a date stating that we had an assignment which was
Your network is breaking. I did not hear the last thing you said.
submit.
Oh,
Hello?
the network break. Yeah, I did
Hello?
not hear the last thing you said. Your network was interfering.
Okay. I'm saying I'm trying to confirm on the assignment which were given. There is one assignment which was due for submission today.
Yes.
But again, when I checked this morning, I discovered that it was not reflecting as such. Instead, it's due for 27th. So I'm trying to confirm whether that is the same assignment or it's a different one now.
You could check the Google Classroom where you see the places for assignments. Every assignment should be there. If it has closed, even if it's closed, you should see it there. The only thing is you might not have the option to submit.
And in addition, in security studies, security and intelligence, there are two assignments. There's one which was due, which was introduction to security and intelligence, and then there is one which is due today, which is introduction into law. So there are two assignments. I'm sure he would have missed that one.
All right. So please, all of those assignments that have been missed, please draw our attention to it so that an opportunity will be given for those who just applied newly to be able to do them and make a submission still. Please, if there's any such departments where assignment has been done and then they have missed the date and the assignment has closed, please draw our attention to those departments and then the courses so that there will be an intervention on that.
Thank you so much, Tom.
All right. So lastly, I don't know who. Okay, Mr. Samuel Chibwe, let's take your question. I think that will be the last. I think Mr. Elvis, we have taken your question before.
Thank you so much, sir. My
right.
question is concerning actually, I changed my course from to this hospitality management to business administration, but I'm still getting the notification from hospitality management and not the ones from business administration. Then also another concern is on assignments. I think we are not getting clear instructions when the assignments are posted, like the way Macmillan had asked to say, which format are we supposed to use? I think once the assignment is posted, it's just posted like sentences. It's not advised. Is it to choose from the heading, or is it to answer all the highlighted sentences that have been put across? The instructions are not clear. Kindly, if the instructions can be clear to say, you answer this question, then the style of referencing should be this kind. I think it will help.
All right, no problem. We have tried to address this before. Okay, we've tried to address this.
Dr.
So,
Kareb.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Kareb.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Chala, in Chengos College. Maybe I would advise all those with issues concerning the assignments, like you said, they can discuss or throw them to us after the meeting so that we can attend to them amicably.
Yes.
Because I can see that each and everyone is just talking about the assignment.
Yes.
So with due respect, we request on that one.
Yes, no problem. Thank you so much for that interventions. All right, I think Ms. Priska Chiwa, I think, okay, we've addressed that. Mr. Samuel Chibwe, you still have a question?
No, sir, the questions I've already submitted. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, everyone, for the patience and everyone that has been able to join so far. We've had almost more than 2 hours of interactions. And then we appreciate everybody that has stayed put. This is the recorded class. I'm sure it's going to be posted on the group for others that had not joined. But there are several questions here that was asked that we could not provide an immediate answers to them. Like, for instance, some persons spoke about that some classes where they have language barriers, where they had to use some other languages that is not English, and then it's very difficult for them to understand. That is going to be addressed, because we need to get back to them and say, no, they have to change the mode of this. And then some persons spoke about inability to download files, and then that some files are not opening and all. Those are issues also I want to speak with the ICT person. Let's know how either we could, because I know some of those videos might have, maybe because the files, they are very large. So you could either check your file, maybe your folder, your space, maybe you might not have space to that those files can be able to download inside, or but I'll get to the ICT to be sure of what could be the challenge, and then what would be the way forward on it. So some of these issues that have been raised, we've taken note of them, like the persons who asked about when their portal, when they could get the ID card, and then the portal. All of these things will be addressed, because we can't provide an absolute solution now, but because we're trying to work on the portal to be able to absorb the number of persons that are applying. So a link will be sent so that you'd apply with your mails and all of that. After you have done that, you'd be given an opportunity to make your payments. After making payments, then you can have an access to the admission later, and then you can proceed with some of these things. You would know. And then somebody spoke about something very important about how they want to know some of their lecturers, and then so that they can be able to interface with the lecturer. This is like an online class, all right, and because it's online, some of these lectures have been pre-recorded, and so because they are pre-recorded, it's now very difficult for you to get a. But now we're trying to see how to reconcile that, where we'll create other options. Okay, we have an options for physical interaction, live sections with lecturers, so at least you can know this lecturer, know the person handling each courses, and then you can interact with the lecturer. If there are some problem areas, difficulties in understanding some of these courses, you can now be able to proceed and then ask them questions. All right. I don't know if there's any other comments from the management, made up maybe Mr. Peter Samba. If you have some answers to some of the questions they have asked in terms of persons having challenge in approving of courses, and then these portal issues and the payment issues. If you have any clarification on that, we will just give you the privilege to attempt that. Or if there's no any other comments from you or from any of the management, we'll just have a closing remark while we just close, and then we'll get back to you. All of these issues that have been raised will definitely be addressed, and then we'll give you a response in no distant time. Yeah, Mr. Peter. Yeah, come in, please.
Hello, Doc. No, I'll just encourage the students to make use of the application on the website, so that maybe we can just have a fresh applications on the system. So you will notice that it's automatically, immediately you put in the correct email address on the application, you receive the email address confirming your application as you wait for the approval from the university.
All right, it's okay. All right, thank you so much. I don't know if there's any other comments from the management of Kasama University College of Health Sciences and Technology. If there are none, then I want to appreciate everybody for your time spent, and then for the discussions we have had so far. I want to believe that this will be an opportunity for us to interact more as we progress. All right. Thank you very, very much for your time, and God bless you all. And just wish everyone the best of lucks in their various courses. Do enjoy the
Thank
rest
you.
of your day. All right.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.